and the Rich zoning legal meeting. Present are all three commissioners, our chief operations officer, our public works director, and our administrative assistants. Thanks. Richard.
I'd like to request that the board amend the agenda to add one item. It is a form for ITD for a certificate of completion of right-of-way activities for the 50 East to 49 South roadway project.
Motion to amend the agenda. Okay, second.
Second.
Thanks. All in favor? Yes.
And I'll pass this up. It's a form basically that says we have completed right-of-way activity, a right-of-way acquisition for this project, which we have done now. Another form for ITD that in the myriad of forms that they have.
So now ready to accept that amendments.
This is from the city. Okay, so what do we need now?
Yeah, motion to accept.
I'll make the motion to accept the certificate of completion for ITD for right-of-way activities on 5th East and 49th South Signal.
Second. On favor? That was for that right away. That was called out, right?
That was for all three parcels. It concludes that we've got all of the right way needed for the project.
Thanks.
And then we'll have to have that attested by somebody too.
So how long until that's completed?
The right of way or
The signals.
the signal project, we are working with them to get that out to bid. We needed to finish the right of way activity. And then we could get the final PS&E or the plan specification and engineer's estimate together. Then we need to go out to bid for it. And we'll start the construction process.
And so how long does that all take?
It'll probably take a month and a half to 2 months to get to the bid process. And then the project itself, construction time is only anticipated to be between 60 and 90 days.
Is there as much work to do on this one as there was on Pitt and Telford?
There's actually just a little bit more work than on that one. Because there are mast arms and signals and signal poles and things like that. So there is a little bit more work than on 25th East. The one on 25th East and 49th North was just a span wire signal. So the mast arms and stuff were a little bit smaller.
Okay. This is the one that we're covering this and the city's got the other one at 15 East.
So there's an agreement with us and we're sharing with costs of Idaho Falls on this. They will take over the signal operation once it's complete. They have sponsored the other one at 15th and 49th South, and they will be doing all of that. And then we'll share in the cost for that.
And
So it should be done by the summer.
That's the goal and the process. I hope that it is done by the end of summer. So. The next item is the administrative settlement for right-of-way acquisition for parcel number 30 on the 49th North widening project.
I've reviewed that and I'll make a motion to approve the administrative settlement for parcel number 30, the 49th North Lighting Project.
okay, I moved. Second, motion, just looking at all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Next item is change order number 2 for the Iona Road widening project. It's, through Keller Engineering and HK. It is the amount is $35,191.53. It is to cover some private irrigation pumps and the relocation of those pumps and moving some of those pumps.
I'll make a motion to approve the H&K change order number 2 on the Iona Road project.
Thanks. Amy? Second. All in favor? Aye. Aye. Carries.
With this one, right now, my name is on the change order, but you can change that to the chairman if you would like, either way. Unless Ashley's already changed it, so. The next item is the administrative settlement for parcel 44 on the 49th North widening project. This particular parcel had a very, basically what's happening, Intermountain Gas had purchased a 40 by 40 square foot piece to put a block station out on 49th North. That block station with the widening has to move back, and so we're purchasing an additional 40 by 40 foot square, basically right behind where the existing Intermountain Gas blockout station is. And we also have to purchase that from Intermountain Gas, but the owner of this parcel wants what Intermountain Gas originally paid for this 40 by 40 foot parcel. And that was $15,000. And our right-of-way agent has gone back and forth with them and tried to negotiate that down, and they are firm about not moving on that. So most of this is dealing with that $15,000 for the 40 by 40 square parcel.
Make a motion to approve the administrative settlement for parcel 44 on the 49th North widening project.
Motion made. Second. Second, then all in favor? Aye. Carries.
The next item is to approve the engineering services agreement with Horrocks Engineering for right-of-way negotiation services for the Willow Creek Bridge Replacement Project.
How did you land on Horrocks for that project?
So the right-of-way agent we've been using for the past couple of years has been Michael Scott. And LTAC encouraged us to continue to use Michael Scott for this right-of-way negotiation purposes, because he is also doing right-of-way negotiation for the Sand Creek project just about a mile south of there. So with their encouragement and knowledge and recommendations, we went with Horrocks Engineering, specifically Michael Scott.
Second.
Second.
And then all in favor? Aye. That's the bridge that's north between 49th and Highway 26, right?
It's north of Highway 26.
Oh, it's one on the north side.
Yeah,
We're doing something with the one on the south side too. right?
we are, that is the Sand Creek Bridge. Things have moved enough on both of those, and we hope that we may be able to hold them back together and come up with a lump of a two bridge project and go. We're still not entirely certain, but we, for about a year, they kind of had to separate because of environmental concerns with the Willow Creek, but I think we've got to a point where we can hopefully bring them back together and bid it out. That is all of the action items on the agenda. Just an update. They are due to pour the walls on the 65th South Bridge Replacement Project tomorrow. So hopefully we'd have somebody out there at least from the county to look at that, but they're making good progress on that bridge. The walls are substantial.
So they had a schedule on it.
Yeah,
So that was prefab 1, 2, then
it's not prefab. They're forming it all in place. But
And
it
where
is,
is the bridge?
it's close to Jameson Road or 15th, I think the name of it is.
by the Beer Temple.
By the
Beer Temple.
years.
Where's this temple you speak of?
That'd be Anheuser-Busch. Assembly building, the Corona building.
Good to know.
We are, doing that bridge. We were able to change the design before they went out to bid, and that will accommodate a 5-lane arterial road in the future. So if you drive out there and happen to look at it, it is a lot wider, a lot bigger than the old bridge. But that is to set us up for the future when that road does get widened.
And they got an estimated completion time for
They need to have basically the in-water work done by April, but they are ahead of schedule. We hope that, by May, June, they'll be looking to get that one paid back.
Cool.
Other questions or other things that you might have to know about or
it.
want to know about? What's that?
I have a request for your patch crew, your road patch crew.
Okay,
The front entryway to 3D has a asphalt ramp leading up to the sidewalk, and then put a drain pipe right against the curb. And the edges of that just need a little bit of asphalt fill on each side.
so is that on City of Idaho Falls Road or the
3D's park.
It's
in the parking?
3D's parking,
parking?
right at,
Okay,
right at their front door. Yeah, if you just, it wouldn't take very much, like a shovel on each side.
okay,
If I could get that next time around.
yeah, we can have somebody go look at that, so.
And leave it out. West was 35th west. 33rd south, I think they're from a lot of that bridge over there. Intersection, they were patching.
I think they've been clearing trees for most of the winter. Yeah, they've been doing a lot of tree trimming.
Okay.
There's nothing else. That's all Road Bridge has.
So we had a conversation with the people that the pistol shooters, civil shooters out and wanting to use the shredded rubber many firms out there. Blair had talked with them. Legal said there's no value to it, so we could give it. But they would have to have their own truck come on. So he was working on that. My question was, I think Blair said it would probably be okay. Where they've got that loader sitting there waiting for the landfill trucks to come.
Yeah.
Could they swing one of their trucks in there while, between the landfill trucks?
I'm sure that could be worked out. We could load it, so it'll just have to be, I think they're making pretty good headway on
Yeah,
that,
So
so,
we need on it.
yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I talked with him yesterday. He said he was gonna be making some phone calls yesterday. So that may not-
Okay. Yeah, he'll just need to coordinate with Blair about when to come.
Pretty good. Okay. Huge talking. Okay, that, equals the road bridge. Everything, anybody?
Your husband working things for keeping the crowds at bay.
It's
Exciting.
Say exciting. But yeah,